back in Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third, and it's time to tackle Star Door 11. Those who seek to enter this door must first overcome a trial. I'll read that when we get there. So you can see I'm leaving from Renne's place. She's still in the party, we have to do a trial, so I figure why not just bring her along. She'll have good company with her. I just noticed her HP, so let's remedy that real fast. There we go. Those who seek to enter this door must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. You know, I'm kind of glad the group isn't like the Three Stooges where they all try to rush the door at once and get stuck in the door frame. Like, if there were actually someone in here, I don't think there's any way to explain that in save face. Overcome the trial before you, then I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Whoa! Hello. So, Supreme Evil Eye. Hey, they can be delayed. Sweet. Anyway, what have we got here? Star Guardian. Heals those who attack it, but when its HP starts to get low, it switches over to the Moonlight Madness spell instead. Arcanism made by the 13 Factories reflects... Oh my god, why'd I have to bring Olivier here? Well, he's the team's healer. In the meantime, we will do a quick draw just to annoy the hell out of them. I might be able to do, like, chip damage. Nope. I don't even really want to go near them, but I think I have to because her crafts kind of suck. Like, my main concern with this is that it may knock it out of a future Evil Eye attack. I don't think there's a way. Aw, man. Gorgon Arrow it is. We're gonna focus this one. Actually, no, let's hit this one.
Eat hot arrows!
This is... For a second there, I thought the game froze. I was about to say, this is serious worst-case scenario. So I don't have a way to get rid of the stats effects, I'm afraid. I'm going to use Clock Up EX on Joshua. That wasn't actually that bad. I just noticed this thing has 35,000 hit points. So I don't even know what I have as my S break at the moment. What do I have for blind? Purging Ball, perfect. We're gonna give this to Joshua though, since he's more important. Actually, I should just use his craft because I can use the healing, I guess. I was kind of hoping for a healing out of that thing, but let's see what this one is.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your quest in despair. May you be as dogs, ignorant and alone. Strike! Unholy spears of time!
crap. I have to worry about that, too? Yeah, we're doing this one. So keep in mind the Star Guardian is susceptible to magic, so I can actually go offensive with Olivia with that. In the meantime, I think I'm going to use his S-Crap, or not his S-Crap, but just his Happy Trigger to heal us.
My love, I get to...
Sacred Breath. We'll do it.
I'll save you! Yeah!
That did nothing. D9. Now your turn, Fatso. Okay, maybe it's just weak to magic or something. There's the Moonlight Healing, not to be confused with Moonlight Madness. Now, her spells are not really going to hurt it, so you know what? Let's actually have her go out there and swing. Okay, she's going back to spells. So we get the healing turn. Aw, man, I can't catch a break here, can I? Oh, well, gives Joshua something to do, I guess. And I guess Renne too, since she kind of sucks at the whole magic thing.
Let's end this.
Not sure if this has been shown on camera yet. It's essentially the same move with a number at the end. Okay, that is the spell I thought it was. The fish and... Actually, was that... I don't know if it was Sky's second chapter, but... You have some fish enemies who will use that World Shaker move that appear in Cold Steel, I know. I think they originated in this series, but I'm not 100% sure. As a result, Fatso, you are now public enemy number 1. I do not know if this impedes or not, but it's still kind of rough. Not bad. Hoping Joshua could finish it off. If Renne doesn't do it here, but I have my doubts. She's that spec for magic. Case in point. Now it's gonna get a turn. Call allies. Calling allies would have really been trilogy. So if you notice, the two healers are sealed so they can't use their healing crafts. In case you're wondering why Joshua, it's just because I like him better than Renne. We also do need to get an Earth Guard going over here so that they can survive the self-destruct. Can I run over there and double tap him? Yep. That was harsh. I hope this is the only trial here, otherwise it's going to be a little awkward where I get splattered. I'm just going to play it safe and dual strike it. Oh my god. Figured I said anything, game. Doing this because I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'm already imagining dozens of ways this could go horribly wrong. There you go, Joshua. Why is that so hard?
That's that one. Let's move out.
Celestial Bomb. So that's a little worth it. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Hey, it's our buddy the Phantom Thief. Investigate a report on Phantom Thief B. His crimes, his history, and his true identity. Imperial Chronicle Investigative Team. So, top right is people uncertain of true colors. Phantom Thief B. You can't see my mouse, unfortunately, so I was going to point out the different headlines. So the bottom right succeeds in taking a picture of Phantom Thief B, and above that, this man behind the mask. Then we have just various pictures of him and stuff. Phantom Thief B has had quite the lengthy and productive career in thievery in the Empire, as the amount of records we've been able to find on his crimes proves beyond a doubt. From numerous paintings held in the Imperial Art Gallery, to a septium crystal held in the Empire's customs warehouse, to even a cutting-edge tank held in an Imperial Army research facility. Nothing is truly safe when he desires to steal it. His conquests aren't limited to inanimate objects. He has been guilty of pretending to be a military officer and eloping with the wife of a Marquis on one reported occasion. Yet, and this is perhaps the most baffling part, there is no concrete evidence to suggest he has profited from his exploits. Rather, the objects stolen usually end up in places so bizarre, their owners are liable to faint upon hearing about them. In other cases, they are transformed into a mirror which is rained down from the sky in areas largely inhabited by those less fortunate. Hearing this, one might be led to think him a vigilante thief who takes from the rich and gives to the poor, but make no mistake, the truth is not so simple. The wife of the Marquis discussed earlier is a fine example of that. As of this writing, it has been little over a half year since the elopement took place. Since then, she has remained unaccounted for. Many of the items stolen by him may return to the public in some fashion, but not all. Between his eccentric techniques and his bizarre behavior regarding the object he steals, it might appear as though his thefts are purely whims and nothing else. Upon studying the overall picture, and reviewing the objects and indeed people in play, you begin to see that they all have one specific thing in common. Take the artwork stolen from the Imperial Art Gallery, for example. Each of them were works of pure genius, painted by a master of their craft. But they gained a reputation for being too complex for the target audience of such works, the nobility, and were shamefully stored away instead of placed on display. Similar can be said of the Septium Crystal. Known for its unparalleled beauty, after being seized by customs, it was sealed away in the warehouse and doomed never to be admired by human eyes again. The tank again is one more example, with its promising development cut short. Rather than be put to good use, it was left collecting dust. As an aside, the case of the Marquis's wife does contain some striking similarities. Despite marrying her, he devoted most of his attention to his concubines, and barely spared a thought for her. In conclusion, we can now see that the underlying motive for his actions is finding objects of beauty that have been abandoned by the world, and freeing them from their foolish owners. No matter how the world may see his crimes, his motive is clear. The truth of that is evident in the cards he lays before committing his crimes. This is the so-called liberation of beauty mentioned upon each of them. Phantom Thief B steals not for money, but for an ideal he believes in. And it is in this fact we believe are clues to his true identity. A number of valid theories have come on about the face behind our Phantom Thieves. Unfortunately, they are all as lacking in conclusive proof as they are numerous, so it is impossible to say whether any of them are actually correct. To complicate matters further, we now have even deranged individuals coming forward pretending to be him and allowing themselves to be captured by law enforcement. That is not to say, however, that none of the theories circulating are at all plausible. However, we will introduce 3 such theories which have developed significant followings and may not turn out to be too far from the truth. Theory 1. Amorous con artist X. X's personal history. X is known for his exceptional skill as a con artist, having faked his own identity in order to engage in romantic relationships with many noble women. He was as handsome as he was capable, and he was exceptionally proud in his nature as well. Born to a poor family in the temperate South, he became used to stealing in order to make ends meet from a young age. According to testimony from a companion of his at the time, he was never once caught for such thefts. The reason X converted from being a common thief to a con artist is believed to have stemmed from falling in love with a noblewoman of much higher standing than he. The rule of the aristocracy was absolute in the country he called home, and blessed romances between those of different classes unthinkable. With that in mind, he resolved to create a false identity in order to make his dream possible. Following his first rounds of success, he came to do the same on a myriad of other occasions, indulging in one forbidden affair after another. It was a mere 10 years ago that he was arrested on suspicion of identity fraud, but he performed a miraculous escape from prison. Ever since then, his whereabouts have remained unknown. Thoughts. Both X's peerless skills as a thief and his interest in forbidden romance with noblemen sound remarkably like what we know of Phantom Thief B. Also worth noting is that despite using his abilities of deception to court those of vast wealth, he displayed virtually no interest in their fortunes. That is to say, he gained no financial benefit from his actions whatsoever. Instead, he simply lamented that he was unable to indulge in them because of something as trivial as his social class. We conclude that this attitude bears a striking resemblance to the thief's own views on beauty. Theory 2. Tragic artist Y. Y's personal history. Y was an artist with a rather tragic past. Born to a middle-class family in the north, he was hired by an influential aristocrat to be their personal artist, producing many a stunning piece of work. However, it was later discovered that wasn't all he produced. On the contrary, he was also responsible for a number of counterfeit pieces. The one who hired him sought to profit through ill means thanks to his work, and so he created such counterfeits under the noble's instructions. One day, however, Y suddenly left the noble's service. The reasons remain unknown. This is where his tragedy begins. Immediately after leaving his client behind, Y received a terrible piece of news. His lover, the daughter of a respected family, had been killed in a traffic accident. While there is no evidence to prove as much, it is rumored that the noble may have had a hand in her death. Y was only spotted once more in his lover's grave before forever departing from the public eye. To those who knew his story, he became known as the truly tragic artist. Several years later, the noble was murdered. Thoughts? The story of Y still has several unsolved mysteries surrounding it, and has invited much speculation, both of which have likely led to the theory that he and Phantom Thief B are one and the same. Those aren't the only reasons, naturally. Phantom Thief B has been known at times to try and dispose of counterfeits, believing them to be false beauty. This has led some to believe that Phantom Thief B may be attempting to rid the world of counterfeits that he himself created. Lending further credibility to this is the discovery that the forgeries disposed of by Phantom Thief B were indeed the works of Y. Theory 3. Skilled Martial Artist Z. Z's personal history. The story of Z is significantly different from the other two potential identities, as we proposed here, making this an unusual but still plausible possibility. Z was born in the Far East as the son of a famed military family. He was an attractive, delicately built young man, but he was far more skilled in martial arts than his frame would have suggested, being blessed with great natural talent. He is also said to possess a keen, sharp mind, and there was also a mild air of arrogance about him too. Z was indeed blessed in nearly every way. He came from an important family, he had skill, he had looks, and as a result he came to feel bored with the world around him. He hardly kept such thoughts to himself, in fact. He often voiced his complaints to anyone within earshot. These complaints persisted until one day he simply disappeared, telling no one where he was going and leaving nothing to suggest his next destination. Thoughts? Much of this theory is based on the idea of geniuses being eccentric by nature. There are some who say the fighting style of Z has some resemblance to the peculiar skills used by Phantom Thief B. In terms of credibility, this theory is barely a cut above many other similarly unusual suggestions. Still, the idea that the man beneath the mask is one from the East is certainly an interesting and exciting one, leading many to wish it were true, even if they find themselves doubting it actually is. That brings us to the end of outlining three very different theories. Could X, Y, or Z be the true identity of our famed Phantom Thief? Or is the truth perhaps something else entirely? I suspect it's the final one. The only way we will know for sure is to hear the truth from the man himself. Of course, whether we can trust anything he says is a discussion for another time. Postscript. After this article was first published, we received a card believed to be from Phantom Thief B himself at our office. The contents of the card are as follows. The truth of my identity is already within your grasp. My number reveals all. Judging by this, it is believed that one of the three theories proposed is the true identity of Phantom Thief B. That said, uncovering the meaning behind these words has proven to be a trying task. Will one valued reader be able to step forward and solve what he cannot? Only time will tell. So, side story, Phantom Thief B finished. Unfortunately, I don't remember what his enforcer number is to see if that's a clue or not. So we got his cape. We'll see what that does before we call it quits. There it is. Agility plus 20, movement 3, drop rate up. That's not bad. This is like you can, if you combine this like ninja stuff, you should be able to get like a sky-high evasion. I don't know if you can actually reach like Fee's levels of evasion or not, but it should be really, really tricky to hit someone. But anyway, calling it quits here on the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching.